Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Welcome to day 6 of the 10-day scrap wire earring making challenge. I will put all the details about the challenge in the description below the video. Be sure to join the 10-day challenges group on Facebook to share photos of your creations from the challenge. And without further ado, let's get wired. Today I'm making flattened wire paddle head pins. I'm using a couple inches of 18 gauge bare copper wire, and I cut it flush and am softening it with the burr cup tool to file it down. You can use a regular jewelry file if you like. So for the file, I always place it on the table and rub the end of the wire against the file just to soften it up. I'm using the domed face chasing hammer, and I'm going to flatten the end, pushing it out as I go to make a paddle type end. So move your paddle towards the right as you press down, and it will make a nice little paddle shape. Go over it a few times, and then you're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side until it has the look that you like. We want it to be wider so the beads are not going to fall off this head pin. Stay to the end and I'll show you an option to make head pins without the hammer. Slide on our beads using glass beads, miracle beads, and spacer beads. I put on about 5 or 6 beads and then clip the end to 3/8 to 1/2 inch with the flush cutters. Get your bail making pliers, hold the beads firmly, bend the wire out and around to make a centered loop. Get your chain nose pliers to flatten it out a little bit. Make sure it's even and centered and the loop is closed. And then we're going to make some hooks. So I have 2 pieces of 1 3/4 inch wire, and we're going to make a closed loop with the bail making pliers and a larger hook and bend the wires out. Clip the ends so they're the same size, separate them, and get your burr cup tool to soften the end of the wire. You can even hammer the hooks to make them a little more firm, a little more solid. Flip it over, hammer the other side. And then you're going to open up the hook and add your paddle head pin with the little beads. Super cute and easy. For the second style, I was inspired by some earrings I had when I was in high school. So I'm using 16 gauge wire. I'm going to clip the end flush and use the file to soften the end. My burr cup tool is too small for this 16 gauge wire. And then we're going to hammer it again as we did before. Hold it firmly and push the hammer out as you hammer it down. And that way you're going to have a nice little curved paddle end. And you're going to hammer it quite firmly, flip it over, and do the same on the other side. And continue until it looks how you want. And you can even out the wire a little bit, straighten it out in case it got a little distorted. Hold it with your nylon jaw pliers, and if there's any little rough ends, you can go in again with your flush cutters to clip it, to curve it around. Just clip it around a little bit. You might not have to do this, and then go on your file to soften the ends a little bit more. Just continue working on it till you're happy with it. We're going to make 3 that are the same length. I have rose gold, gold, and silver. You want to make sure they're all the same length, and then you could go ahead and do your centered loop at the top using your bail making pliers. Curve the wire around and out so that loop is centered. We're going to have 3 of those, and we'll make a jump ring. You can use 18 gauge wire for the jump ring. Bring the wire around, give it a clip with the flush cutter, flip it around and clip it again so both ends are flush. You can use a jewelry saw if you prefer for jump rings. And then we're going to add our 3 little paddle on there. Close up the jump ring. And there's the little dangles. If you have to adjust them a bit, you might have to straighten them out a little bit so they sit the way you want them to sit. You'll know once you have them on the jump ring if there have to be any little adjustments so they sit out evenly. And now we're going to make some hooks. So I'm going to make some smaller hooks with 1.5 inch pieces of wire. Make your loop first as we did before. It's my preferred way to make earring hooks. I'm just using little scraps here. And then we can bend the end out with the chain nose pliers. File the end with the burr cup tool so it's soft. Open up your little loop. And now you could add your little dangles from the jump ring. Close it up. And there are your beautiful contemporary earrings with the 3 tones, and I will link up another tutorial for simple wrapped beads that you can make for earrings if you don't have the hammer and steel block to make the paddles. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to share your creations for the duration of the challenge in the 10-day challenges Facebook group. If the challenge is over, stay tuned for the next 10-day challenge. And in the meantime, you can share any photos of your wire art or wire jewelry creations in the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. Have fun with the challenge, and we'll see you the next time.